Like many of you, I have been through, in my lifetime, periods of real difficulty when you just can't see your way forward and you don't know how you're going to get through. We're living right now, collectively, in such a time when you think this lockdown, anxieties and fears, worries about people, you think, how am I going to deal with this time? I learnt during those times something that, of course, comes right out of the Bible, right out of the Sermon on the Mount. I had to learn during those times to live one day at a time. Jesus said, do not worry about tomorrow. You know what tomorrow's going to bring. Today has enough worries of its own. Sufficient, what's the old translation? Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. And since sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof is true, what about the idea that sufficient unto the day is God's grace? And that God, by his grace, breaks time up into one day increments. And he says, look, I give you today, you have this day. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice in it, says the psalmist. And I can't worry about tomorrow. I can't worry about whether this is 3 months, 6 months, whatever. I can live today as a gift from God. And I, like many of you, I've talked about this with some of you over the years. I've written about it. I've had to learn to do this in my life. And I'm, once again, like you, having to learn it all over again at this moment in time. My friend Dave Hansen, as you know, he also through his life has had very many dark times, and he talks about what he calls one-day contracts. I make a one-day contract with God. It sounds a little bit odd, but what he means is, I wake up today, Lord, can I do today? Can we do today, God? God says resoundingly, yes, we can do today. I will give you grace for it. And so I want to encourage you, and particularly those of you, I'm very mindful of those of you who are at home on your own and feeling very, very, or possibly feeling very, very isolated at this time, that we have this encouragement from the Lord himself to try as much as we can, and with God's grace, to shut down the future and reduce it to today. I have today. And to be able to start the day with the psalmist, to proclaim your love in the morning, and then Psalm 92, your faithfulness at night, to come to the end of this day and to look back and pray God, be able to discern his fingerprints, to be able to discern the points in the day, throughout the day, when God's grace has been particularly evident in helping us and encouraging us and giving us hope. I can assure you, as the pastoral leader of this church, that you are all of you, in our hearts at this time. It's distressing for all of us that we can't be physically in each other's presence, but there's so many ways that we can connect. I thank God. I thank God. Never thought I'd say that day, for all the wonderful technologies that we have. And I thank God for you, and I thank God for the wonderful church that Millmead is. And I have every confidence that we will come through this time. But we'll come through it because we have this command, this encouragement to live one day at a time. Rob Mansell sent me a note this morning, and lo and behold, I've left it somewhere, so I can't find it. To give, maybe I'll text it out with the YouTube clip or something like that, or my next letter, which I'm hoping to write today or tomorrow. But it really is very much along the same lines that I can't do tomorrow. I certainly can't do the next few months, but I can, by the grace of God, do today. And I pray that today you will find the love of God strengthening you for all the challenges that you face this day. May you know his love and his goodness. And just before I go, just to let you know where I am, this is my little hermitage at the bottom of the garden. This is a lovely painting that, it's a pastel actually, from Russ Clark. He did for me one of my favourite spots at Waverley Abbey. I spend a lot of time here. It's blimmin' cold this morning. So, in closing, and just to say hello to my dear friend Tuff Mansfield, touche. This is my Burnley bowler hat. God bless you.